Have you ever wondered how sailors on massive aircraft carriers cope with the dreaded seasickness? Hold on tight, because we're about to uncover the jaw-dropping secrets of battling the horrifying seasickness on aircraft carriers. Imagine a huge aircraft carrier cutting through the waves and strongly facing the vast ocean. Despite how grand these ships may be, sailors can still suffer injuries from the rough seas. There is no complete way to entirely escape the reality of seasickness, no matter how much training they receive. Seasickness can be considered as a milestone for sailors on aircraft carriers. Motion sickness may affect even the most prepared sailors, particularly when they board a carrier for the first time. But don't worry, even the most inexperienced sailors eventually become tolerant to the discomfort with practice and exposure to the sea. One trigger for seasickness can be certain smells. These smells, which vary from savory food to calming scents, can seriously upset a sailor's stomach. When a sailor detects an unsettling odor, they rush to the deck for a breath of fresh air, which becomes their refuge. Greasy foods and alcohol are also avoided during rough waves because they do not mix well with the unstable conditions. Now imagine being on duty and having to perform important duties while experiencing seasickness. Although it may seem difficult, these committed teammates continue to carry out their tasks regardless of their discomfort. Naval sailors are trained to carry out their important tasks even while feeling uneasy. Any sailor knows the importance of getting enough sleep, but managing motion sickness makes it even more important. Without enough sleep, the body is more exposed to pain, which affects auditory system's ability to get used to its environment. So despite the luxurious sleeping conditions on board, sailors are advised to concentrate getting enough sleep. In some cases, sailors may use medication to stop or reduce seasickness symptoms. Dramamine, a well-known drug, is a renowned option. To boost the effects of their anti-seasickness medication, sailors are often told to take it before time. There is even a strong treatment known as the Navy cocktail, an oral medicine containing phenergram and ephedrine, but it needs to be approved by a medical officer. While some sailors turn to sleeping pills to pass out during unstable seas, this method has risks of its own. Highly effective sleeping pills may cause sailors to be unaware of serious situations, such as an attack or emergency on the ship. Therefore, this method is frequently rejected in favor of other treatments. It's interesting to note that seasickness is not just a physical battle, it also has a strong psychological dependence. In general, symptoms of motion sickness are less severe in sailors with strong mental immunity to it. Veteran sailors embrace the motion of the ship rather than avoiding it, while newbies unknowingly do the opposite. But what about the traditional advice that states to avoid eating before going to sea? It's surprising, but eating can actually benefit sailors. Having something in their stomachs can help them feel a little better because dry heaving is worse than throwing up actual food. Drinking water and saltines can help sailors who have upset stomachs feel better. Additionally, knowing how the aircraft carrier works can help sailors deal with motion sickness. The center of gravity of the carrier, which is in its middle, is less affected by the waves than the unstable areas at the bow and stern. Sailors often use mindful positions to reduce discomfort and find stability where it counts. Last but not least, chewing gum is a popular trick that Navy sailors swear by. It has been discovered that keeping their mouths busy with gum will help in their smoother sea travel. According to medical professionals, motion sickness results from the brain receiving too many signals at once. Sailors may separate themselves from their surroundings and relieve the symptoms by keeping their mouths busy. Thanks for joining us on this wild journey. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more exciting content. Don't forget to leave your thoughts and comments below. And as always, stay tuned for our next adventure on the high seas.